It was meeting Gabrielle in that first episode and finally having a sidekick, a buddy who would draw out information from a very stoic character and, again, give the counterpoint to Xena. I think Gabrielle was the audience. She was every man, and you needed to have that. Otherwise, it's like straight men in comedy. You know, if you don't have the straight man, something's not funny. So without Gabrielle, Xena isn't. Oh gosh, I don't even know how to express that. Xena, you can't be a big sister without a little sister, you know. And Gabrielle made Xena make sense. So Xena lived about the same time as Julius Caesar and Mark Antony, all that lot. I only know that because they showed up in some episodes. I don't know, what is that, 70 BC? I don't know when that is. And it's very colourful and very cosmopolitan, and we therefore got to bring in a lot of extras who were like African immigrants and used a lot of different ethnicities. In fact, Xena even had an African, I would say African American, but American wasn't invented then, but an African love interest, Marcus, played by Bobby Hosea, who's just a fantastic actor and man. And that was all new. That was pretty new stuff to television in the 90s. You know, still interracial couplings and potentially a lesbian relationship between her and Gabrielle, which was a surprise to me and Renee. I remember it was like the 8th episode in, and we saw something from the Village Voice about the lesbian relationship between these two, and we were like, what, are they crazy? And of course, Rob and Liz Friedman, the writers, were like, wow, like they totally knew, they knew what they were doing. It was just me and Renee who were like, really, you know, dong.
So talk about that. Did the writers latched onto it? And
they didn't latch onto it, they knew.
Mm-hmm. They did it on purpose.
Well, one of them, Liz is a gay woman, and I'm sure she's now on Orange is the New Black, and you know, she totally knew what she was doing. And Rob, like I say, will look where the frontiers are of acceptability in television and start pushing back those. That's what makes it groundbreaking television. We just thought that was kind of amusing, and yeah, totally, let's do that, you know, part of our naughty sense of humour. Of course, it was, Renee would go back to Texas and she would say, well, you know, the lesbian subtext, and they'd go, what? What subtext? What lesbian subtext? So if people didn't relate to that aspect, they didn't see it and didn't have to see it, and people who wanted to could read as much into it as they wanted. It was seeded in there from the start, I guess. I think Gabrielle gave Xena a home. Not a physical home, but they were family. And that relationship is one of the major draw cards for the audience, especially that very loyal, hardcore audience. The relationship between the two of them was all important because it was something that people really crave in their lives, is to have a real buddy. So it doesn't matter what you go through, you've got somebody by your side through thick and thin, and they loved that. I guess it really pointed to something that's missing in our society.